Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield, and it's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. He's got Mason complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Derek Mason, 75 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available or return.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Let's get Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has possession at your 30-yard line. 1st and short, and inside the 20 before it's brought down. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Banks From that outside linebacker spot, gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Gold is good. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This is Ingram churning. He lost the football. It's going the other way. Well, there you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now, remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. One already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the football on their own 45-yard line. 1st and long. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. After the sack on 1st down, Hoyer. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Shrugs him off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello there. It's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. He's got a man, complete, and all the way in for the touchdown. Derek Mason, 50 yards, and his guys are able to strike for 6. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. But your opponent has driven down to your 25. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Taylor. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. McPherson's kick is good. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your side of the field. On 1st down, Wentz finds Hines again for the completion. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Wentz to throw again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 16, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Wentz first play going right to the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mason. And he's taken down inside the 30. First and 10 from the 28. It's been a well-put-together opening drive so far. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson. And now the offense getting set, first and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. An inside give, Brown. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Right back to Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Wentz. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. And now the offense getting set, first and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On play action, Wentz. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. Now Wentz. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first. Play action. It's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wentz going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away. Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their...
Felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To call on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Jones flushed out right. But he's got his target, Harris. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So on fourth down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Rolling to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That play going nowhere thanks to Devin McCourty.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 15 now. Ryan, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long. It's Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, his throw incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ryan will throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the deep.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means as they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And they'll use him out at the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he will bring it back. And interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 13-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Jones, another shot here after the pick six.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Here's Ryan. Caught on a slant.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Taylor is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up at the 3-yard line, second and goal. Ryan.
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the third.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on second down. Jones. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones swings this out here for Cohen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And my goodness, another interception. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score 41. Patriots 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping it for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because a bunch of sack after sack happened, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Ryan.
And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ryan. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
59, ready.
Well, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To throw is Ryan. Touchdown, Colts. Dante Pettis from 3 yards out.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
And that's complete downfield to Parker.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for New England, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.